It's in the moments of the decisions that your destiny is shaped. Think about it. That's one of my favorite quotes from Tony Robbins. When we've made a change in your life, a big change, it might have taken you 10 years to get to that moment of change, but then you made a decision. This is what I tell people all the time in their personal development journeys, is you're actually waiting for the moments where you decide whatever it is that you're doing that you want to change, you're not doing anymore. In my own personal experience, I can think back to when I started to get healthy, really take control of my mind and body after falling 5 stories, breaking my spine, both heels, my elbow, and my ankle, and being addicted to high prescription painkillers from 6 months of very bad rehab. Now, from that place, I remember going to the doctor, him telling me, Dylan, if you come back here in 16 weeks or 12 weeks when you come back for your checkup and your A1C levels and your blood glucose and certain other markers are not better, we're putting you on insulin injections. The end. I went out to my truck. I wept in my vehicle for like 30 minutes straight because I was just so sick of where I was. I was sick of being hurt. I was upset and grieving over the fact that my body had been broken and I felt like some of my youth had been stolen from me. And I had known at that moment that I had already walked this far enough down the road to realize if I stayed on the path that I'm on, I'm going to be going down the path of death and despair, probably quite literally. And so I made a decision in that moment. I want to talk to you about how powerful decisions are. Not, oh, I'd like to, not, it would be nice. And this is important when you're making a decision. My state, I didn't know this at the time. This is almost done by accident, but because I was so worked up, my state had changed. And so I put myself into a higher level state. And some of that was anger, but there was a powerful emotion behind it. And I went, you know what? I am done. I'm done with this. That's it. The end. This ends with me. This generational curse ends with me. And 14 years later, most of the money that I've made in my career, most of the things I've been paid to do, most of my purpose on earth has been walking people through that journey that I did of losing nearly 150 pounds and everything else that I've done inside of that journey. But that was all catalysted from one decision. And if you think about a moment in your life, maybe you said, I do. Maybe you said, get the hell out of my house. Maybe you said, I'm quitting school. Maybe you said, I'm signing up for school. Maybe you said, I'm moving. Maybe you said, I'm buying. There was a moment that changed your life. You probably thought about it for a very long time. And the kind of the maxim underneath this, the message underneath this maxim, is that you need to stop thinking about things and start making decisions. When you start making decisions and you act on them, your life will start to change like this. It's all the thinking about leading up to the decision that you feel like is taking all this time. Most of your anxiety is because you have something to say or do that you're not doing. Close the gap in the distance between that, between the thinking and the decision, obviously with having a good plan and having thought it through, and trusting your head, your heart, and your spirit to guide that intuition. Make the decision faster, and I'm promised that you will start winning in your life. And so I hope this video helped you just take something away, maybe reframe something you're having trouble with right now. And if it was useful, I would love for you to comment, like, subscribe, share with a friend, and appreciate you being here, spending your time watching us talk.